When she handed me that t-shirt, white, crumpled, printed in bold black letters that screamed, "Divorced," I didn't laugh. Everyone else did. Her friends, a circle of polished teeth and champagne giggles, clapped like they were watching a sitcom finale. Even he laughed, the man she'd just thanked before me. I remember his hand resting a little too comfortably on her waist, the way her fingers lingered on his wrist as she said, "He's been my rock lately." I paid for that party. The lights, the catering, the music. I even arranged her favorite flowers, white lilies. She once said they smelled like peace. That night, they smelled like rot. I smiled, quietly, because I knew something no one else in that room did. We met 12 years ago in a bookstore. She asked if I'd read the novel she was holding. I hadn't, but I bought it that day. I read it in one sitting just to have something to talk to her about. She said she fell for my dedication. I fell for her laugh. We built everything together, our home, her business, her confidence. She used to say I made her feel safe. I believed her, until 3 months ago. The first sign was small, her phone face down, always. Then the sudden girls' nights that ended with a faint smell of cologne that wasn't mine. She started humming again, something she hadn't done in years, a tune I didn't recognize. I didn't confront her, I watched. Control is a weapon, and I've always been patient. It wasn't hard to find the truth. One careless text. One mirrored photo of a hotel room I'd never been in. The man was predictable. Her coworker, the one I helped get promoted. She called him a friend. That night, while she was working late, I went through her laptop. Shared passwords. Shared lies. She'd written about me, too. A note to him, "He's so boring now. He just exists." I existed enough to pay for her dreams. I didn't react. I archived everything. Texts, emails, transfers. I called my lawyer the next morning, and I started building my gift. The first thing I did was transfer our joint savings. Quietly, legally. Every cent I'd earned was traceable to me. Hers wasn't. The second, I pulled my name from her business, dissolved the partnership I'd funded, and replaced my guarantee with her own liability. The third, I planned the party. Her 35th birthday. She loved grand gestures. I let her think it was all hers, her event, her moment. She chose the venue, the guest list. I just paid. I even pretended to forget her affair, to play the doting husband again. Because revenge, when done right, doesn't need noise. It needs timing. When she called him up to the stage, I watched from my chair. She thanked him for being there for her, her hand grazing his arm as the crowd cheered. Then she turned to me, that grin, a mix of guilt and arrogance, and tossed me the t-shirt. "Don't worry," she said into the mic, "it's just a joke." I smiled. Of course. I stood up, straightened my jacket, and walked out. Silence followed me. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't slam a door. I just left. By the time the laughter faded, her phone started buzzing. The venue manager was calling. The payment hadn't gone through. The entire event, venue, catering, open bar, was charged to her new business account, the one now solely in her name, the one already drowning in debt. Her car, the one she'd driven there in, wasn't hers either. It was leased under my company. A call later, it was towed. And the gift she'd been so excited to receive from her mystery man, that diamond necklace she'd hinted about for weeks, it was gone too. I took it back from her dressing room before I left. 5 minutes later, my phone lit up. 157 missed calls. I didn't answer. Instead, I sat in my car across the street, watching through the tinted glass as she stepped outside, makeup streaked, her perfect world crumbling under the weight of her own choices. Her rock had vanished. The man she thanked publicly was already halfway home, married, scared, and unwilling to sync with her. I watched her scan the parking lot, panic rising like smoke. For the first time in years, I saw her see me. And I smiled. The divorce went through quietly. She signed everything without reading. Her lawyer quit halfway through when he realized the mess she was in. I kept the house, the accounts, the calm. She kept the t-shirt. Sometimes I still picture that moment. Her face, pale under the party lights, laughter choking in her throat as her world started to tilt. People think revenge is about anger. It's not. It's about balance. I didn't ruin her. I just returned her gifts, one by one. Now when I wake up, there's silence. Peaceful, clean silence. And in that stillness, I realize something. She gave me the best present that night, freedom. But I kept the receipt.